It's only 3 again. We have no idea where Joey's at. He is MIA.
You gotta...
Okay. The stream still heard me fine. You guys just didn't hear me. What I said for you guys could hear me is it's only 3 of us again. Joey's MIA. This time we have no fucking idea where he is. We moved the recording from a normal Thursday night recording to a Friday night recording. Figured he would remember. Fucking wrong again. So so here we are. I don't even know what episode this one is. What is it, 28, I believe? Yep, 28. Quick click, found that out. Pretty interesting week so far. I feel like us pushing it off to tonight actually might have been a good thing for just wrestling news sake.
I mean, I feel like this week it was always like, how can we top the previous day?
Yeah.
Basically.
Oh yeah. And what's funny is obviously kind of a bit of a spoiler of what we're going to talk about, but literally, so my brother, he occasionally watches really old wrestling. Doesn't keep up with new product, but will occasionally watch old wrestling stuff. And anyways, he asked me what happened with the Vince McMahon situation. Kind of gave a brief overview, plugged the show obviously, but then they were talking about how WWE they're watching 2011 old wrestling, like 2011 wrestling, and how WWE does too many pay-per-views. Like literally, they do a pay-per-view, 2 big title. Literally, this is his thing. Just had Elimination Chamber, and it changed nothing. 2 big title matches happened, and the previous champion won both matches. Yeah, so, and then I was like, and then they were like, also, if they could stop doing my boy Dolph dirty, I'd appreciate it. I go, oh boy, are you in for a long ride. And then I mentioned that 2 reviews is like still a complaint today, and I mentioned how I was telling the difference about what WWE does and then what AEW does, where they do special event shows, kind of like we had this week with Road Rager. And I was like, yeah, we're supposed to have a triple threat tag team ladder match for the AEW World Tag Team Championships, and Jeff Hardy got arrested on Monday for DUI. ... Again. ... And it was like, then so they just turned it into a normal tag team match, I guess, for a ladder match. Boy, it's been a week. It's been a long week. I feel like all of this happened in 1 week is kind of crazy.
Yeah, I've got so much here, and it was all stemming from this previous weekend. There were 2 big shows, and then it was like Monday, right out the gate. They're like, "Let's fuck some shit up."
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean,
here we go.
I mean. Where to start? I mean,
chronological order.
Oh, you want to go chronological?
Should we go chronological? I feel like that's the easiest way to do it, so we don't miss anything.
Okay. All right. Cool. Let's do this then. All right. From over the weekend, we had some news break. Well, before I think last week, I don't remember what was it Thursday or Friday where it broke, where Paige was done with WWE.
Mm-hmm.
That was a quick highlight. She was saying her contract was up July 7th, I believe. She wasn't going to re-sign, mainly because WWE didn't want to re-sign her. Mainly because they didn't know what they were going to do with her, basically. Like,
has anything came out about her being able to wrestle again?
So apparently I heard she was training. She says she feels good. Obviously, you can always say that you feel a certain way, but it isn't until you start doing it is kind of when you kind of start gauging your levels. In terms of training, I don't know how intensified that training would be. If it's just running the ropes, taking the bumps, obviously, when she first tried making a comeback at that live show event, Sasha had kicked her in the back of her shoulder blades area, and she got the whiplash, and that's what took her out for time again. So
yeah, all it takes is one time to land on that stack of dimes she calls a neck.
Yeah, so like at any moment, right, it could just.
Because she had the same thing Edge did, the spinal stenosis or whatever it is.
Yeah. But again, everyone's like, well, if Edge and Bryan Danielson can come back from it.
Oh, you almost did it.
I almost did it. I caught myself. I mean, at the time when he had it, he was Daniel Bryan. So,
which Daniel Bryan's was concussions.
Yeah, but it also stemmed from the neck injuries that he's.
Oh, okay. So his stack of dimes he calls a neck was giving him concussion problems. Okay, I'm caught up.
Yeah. So you never know. I mean, every neck injury is different, right? And it's like I think Edge's probably would have been the most severe out of all of them. Like if he took one wrong bump the wrong way, he would have been dead. So, I know. She took to Twitch and was talking about it. And a lot of people were like, "Well, where would you go next? Like, if you wanted to wrestle, who do you think would give you the opportunity?" And she was like, "Well, if the price is right, it could be anywhere." And I know Gail Kim has made some interest in bringing her over to Impact if that would be the case. But I don't know. We kind of have to wait until her contract expires July 6th, and then I don't know. Maybe she'll want to do acting. I don't know.
If her contract expires, there's no non-compete clause, right?
Right. So yeah, she could do whatever she wants after. Dominion, New Japan's Dominion.
Bro, that actually happened this week too, right?
Yeah, that happened.
Oh my fucking gosh, dude! So much happened this week.
That was on Sunday, and boy, that was on like Wrestle Kingdom level, in my opinion. I feel like it was a banger of a show from top to bottom. It was really fucking good. They really stacked the card, which they always do. I gotta say, New Japan will put on as many matches. And that's what Tony Khan does as well. He has the same mentality. You're getting as much as you can for the money that you spend, for the hours that you're giving them to watch the show.
Also, just my booking for Forbidden Door on track currently.
Okay.
We're going. We're heading there. It's on track. We're there.
But news out of that, Will Ospreay, the new IWGP United States champion. However, here's the kicker. It was originally supposed to be a triple threat with Sonata, who had to vacate the title due to a audible bone fracture caused by Ospreay. Juice is the current champion, or was the current champion. Had to be taken off the card due to appendicitis, and he needed to actually have surgery to remove his appendix. And then Will Ospreay, who's been trying to get this monkey off his back, be U.S. champion for the first time. So Juice gets pulled. Ospreay and Sonata have a stellar of a match. Ospreay wins, but there's no title to give him.
Yeah.
Because Juice never gives the title back to the company, to the promotion. And this just continues. And what I think probably could be one of the best storylines right now is New Japan fucking Will Ospreay at every corner of the turn. It's been great. And it's just like, here's more fuel to the fire, essentially.
And I just had a thought that could possibly continue. Because I know, jumping ahead, it was announced on Wednesday for Forbidden Door who Ospreay's opponent is for the U.S. title. Could easily put Juice Robinson in that match if he's healed from his surgery. I don't know what the healing time is for getting your appendix removed, but
I mean, I think there'd be some downtime. Like, I couldn't put it past them for him not to show up at Forbidden Door, but not would have minimal action, just to make sure of everything. Because I don't know how the stitches could heal or anything like that, so who knows. But the main event, Okada versus Jay White, in another fantastic match. Jay White is now 4-1 against Okada.
4-1 against the Rainmaker. Fucking awesome.
Jay White is the new and current IWGP World Heavyweight Champion.
No, you gotta say it the right way. He says "world" very specifically. I've noticed because he says it every single time, and says the word "world" very specifically, and it's hilarious to me.
World.
There you go. That's closer. That's better. You gotta get it. Yeah, it's hilarious. He puts so much emphasis on that word, on the word world.
Just solidifying him as the Grand Slam champion again. He was already the Grand Slam champion before they merged the Intercontinental and the Heavyweight Championship. So now it just shows that he's still the one and only Grand Slam champion in New Japan.
Yeah, and he has more names than Daenerys from Game of Thrones, because he goes through them he did them at the end of after his match at Dominion, and it was like, oh, okay. I mean, he's not lying either.
That's true.
At the point, he's the fucking catalyst. He's the best thing in professional wrestling right now.
That's very true. That promo after the match and backstage was fucking fucking too sweet.
Too sweet. Dude, I also love the touch. He did it almost every time, where every time he goes to do a chop, it's two and then sweet every time. It's like just little things like that. It's just perfect. I've seen a lot. I guess I shared or I've been sharing a lot of Jay White stuff on my personal Facebook page, so I've been getting a lot of Jay White stuff in it, and a lot of people apparently like Jay White right now too. So saying he's the best heel in the business currently.
Except Dustin. Dustin doesn't like Jay
White. Fuck you, Dustin.
He doesn't like anything from New Japan, apparently.
You got it, King.
He's a WWE guy only.
Him and Vince been hanging out.
Sneaky fucking shit.
Sneaky fucking ship.
Going down with it.
NWA also had a show. NWA Always Ready. The main event was supposed to be Nick Aldis versus Matt Cardona for the NWA World Championship. However, Cardona did suffer an injury. He did tear his bicep. He had to have surgery. He showed up to the show. Owner Billy Corgan showed up, and he's like, "You need to give me that fucking belt." And he's like, "Give me that shit." So he relinquished the title. Nick Aldis obviously wasn't crowned the champion right away. They said whoever thinks that they could come out and challenge, that they think that they're worthy to challenge for the championship. Turned out to be a fatal four-way. And old boy Dustin over there is two-time NWA World Champion Trevor Murdoch.
It's so fucking weird to see Trevor Murdoch be a champion like that. Two-time NWA World's Heavyweight Champion. That's so funny, dude. I just remember him from that just shitty ass tag team in WWE, and it was just like, that's why I think whenever it was released that he won it.
And Joey.
Whenever it was announced that he won it the first time, I was like, this isn't the same Trevor Murdoch, is it? I had to go fucking look it up and be like, oh, it is the same fucking Trevor Murdoch.
I've been like surprised he's still wrestling.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly where I was at. I was like, this dude's still fucking wrestling? What the
So a few people that we should not expect for Forbidden Door. The Lucha Brothers and Andrade will not be participating in Forbidden Door, mainly because of their ties and contracts with AAA. AAA and CMLL are the two major rival promotions in Mexico. And CMLL actually has a partnership with New Japan. So CMLL was, being those old petty selves, and we're like, those people, they can't be on the show. So,
which should not be happening in today's age of wrestling. But hey, whatever.
I mean, it's different down there in Mexico. I mean, it's
true.
I mean, they might as well have sent cartels out there to get that shit out. NXT star Troy Two Dimes released due to a policy issue, which we don't know what the fuck that even means. However, Troy Two Dimes shows up on this week's episode of NXT 2.0, which is hilarious, and everyone's like, well, what the fuck is he doing there?
Wait, he got released and then he showed up?
Yeah, well, it's because this episode was pre-recorded.
Got fired on your day off.
So we'll see what happens when the television program is live again next week, and see what.
Bro, why didn't they just cut that part out of the episode? Where they?
I mean, they actually had a match too. So.
Bro, WWE is just fucking struggling right now, dude.
They're so dumb. But from starting from the news on Monday, we had, we talked about it briefly. Jeff Hardy being arrested, in was it Jacksonville? Right? They were in Jacksonville.
I think so.
When he got arrested.
I just know he had a Jag shirt on.
Apparently that weekend, his brother Matt and his wife Rebby, they were doing some concert show. They had a good time. He wasn't drinking at the time, apparently. So when they took him to the hotel room, let him sleep it off, somehow he started driving and he was heavily intoxicated. I think 4 times over the legal limit there in Florida.
Double shots fireball, dude. On his way to he said he was on his way to a head doctor appointment.
Yeah, for a head scan. We don't know if that's true. When people had asked AEW if that was the case, they'd had no comment for the situation. They didn't even reach out. No comment, no response. I mean, especially for something like that, from a medical standpoint, that's not something that you want to fully disclose to the public. However, if that was to be the case, it kind of doesn't look good when, the Hardys were going to be involved in that ladder match.
Mm-hmm.
Especially if it was true and Jeff was on an appointment to go get a head scan or go see the doctor for some head injuries. You wouldn't want to put him in jeopardy of that.
Yeah.
Conan took kind of some offense to all of it with Jeff Hardy, or not like offense, but he wanted to throw his 2 cents out there in Twitter and was like, at the age and standpoint of Jeff and Matt and their careers, you shouldn't be having Jeff out there every single week.
True.
At least have him wrestle once a month. Especially, it's just his body's just a fucking car crash.
I think a big problem with the Hardys though is their style, because when they're doing the Hardys gimmick, which it's not gimmick, that's what they've done most of their career. When they're the Hardy Boys, they're just the Hardys. They're not really a promo team. They don't really cut a promo. They don't really do any backstage stuff really much. Like even the one, because they were involved in the one with when Christian set up the match or whatever. It was like, okay, that's 90% Christian talking, who is the promo team. Edge and Christian were the promo team out of that, the trifecta. They were definitely the promo team out of it. And it was so it was mostly just Hardys are there to flip off shit and everything. And so whenever you're getting old and it's harder to flip off shit, it's kind of... So that's why I got really good with the whole... That's where the broken gimmick got really good, because then they turned into promos, and there was more of promo special event things that they could do. Can't do that when you're the Hardys, really.
Yeah, so... Yeah, in some cases, I feel like, in this case, I feel like I would agree with Conan, is as soon as Jeff Hardy joined the company, it was like, go, 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 go.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure that's what Jeff wanted, too, is because, now he's getting to face a lot of the younger talent and a lot of these once-in-a-lifetime matches, which I understand everybody wants to have those. But, to what extent? Darby almost fucking killed you in that match anyway.
Darby almost killed himself in that match, too, so...
It doesn't make it easier when you're doing stuff like that on a week-to-week basis. Oh.
Yeah, how far apart were the 2 stair spots where he swanton on top of the stairs? It was only like 1 or 2 weeks between those 2 spots, right?
Yeah, I feel like.
Yeah.
Yeah, just about. So it's like, yeah, you can definitely see it, and then especially in the Double or Nothing match, where apparently, he probably could have been inebriated a little bit, not to a point to TNA sacrifice, not to that extent, but at one point he probably did jostle too much one way, and
Yeah.
he was barely moving around. So, a lot of people were also trying to throw backlash and shade at AEW on being like, well, why haven't they said anything about it yet? This is one thing that you gotta kind of commend Tony in wanting to have a personal conversation with Jeff first before being like, well, fuck you, blah blah blah, we're gonna cut you. No, they talk first and then be like, okay, what is our game plan going forward? So they suspended him without pay. They're gonna try and get him the help that he wants and needs, and then until he can finally make those steps in the right direction is when he can finally come back. Very similar to, not very similar, I should rephrase that. The last time that something like this, to an extent, that happened, where they needed to suspend a superstar or wrestler, was Jimmy Havoc, where those allegations of the sexual assault and harassment back in way before he was with AEW. Tony first talked to him, they suspended him, and until they found out more information is when then they released him.
Which honestly should be that's how it should be handled, I feel like. Because you're not jumping to conclusion and immediately release someone for being innocent when, just because releasing them just because of allegations, right, and then ruining their lives and their career because someone just said something. But then, however, if they did do something, then you get to investigate, look into it, and be like, oh, they did do something? Oh yeah, fuck them, get them out of the company, they're gone for fucking ever. Right. It seems like it's the most fair thing to do, which in today's world isn't how things are handled most times, but it's how it should be handled.
Yeah, absolutely. And I feel like, there probably is some leverage to what, I'm sure Matt was involved as well, right? And, it's his brother. So you definitely want to iron things out and smooth things out with Tony. But I feel like Tony is a very reasonable person, I feel like. So for them how he likes to handle and conduct business, where he has that conversation with somebody first before being like, fuck you, we're cutting you, we're letting you go. I think, it makes sense, with everything to happen, and if he's getting the help and the treatment. Jeff has been pulled from the Triple Mania event from this Saturday. It was supposed to be the Hardy Boys versus Dralistico and Dragon Lee, so brothers versus brothers. That match is still going to happen. Matt's going to have a mystery partner. Who it is, obviously, we wouldn't know until
Spike Dudley.
That would be hilarious.
So the first, I don't know why that was the first thing that popped in my head. It was fucking Spike Dudley, dude.
No, it's gonna be Bubba.
Yeah.
Be Bubba, Bully Ray.
There you go.
Watch it be fucking Tommy Dreamer of all people, and everybody in Mexico be like, "Who the fuck is this?"
Didn't they just try to bring back Aces and Eights in TNA or in Impact? Impact. I'm sorry, I apologize.
They did.
I need to look up that.
So obviously Impact pre-tapes everything,
which is stupid.
They pre-taped that probably like maybe a month ago. That just aired yesterday. I was watching a little bit of it. I was like, you fucking jagoffs. It was Bischoff, obviously Garrett Bischoff.
Wait.
I can't remember the other guy's name, but it's another son. But D'Lo was leading the charge, which I thought was hilarious. But it was only the three of them, which is funny too.
Trying to see if oh yeah, it's only three people. I don't know who he is. D'Lo Brown, I don't know who those other two people are. Why?
I knew Garrett Bischoff was part of the original group. I can't remember the other guy's fucking name, but I'm pretty sure he's a son of a wrestler as well. And I'm like, I don't remember him being in the first go around, but
bro, I just want to see fucking Dog Gallows be in Bullet Club being like, what the fuck are you guys doing here? That'd be hilarious.
Jake Atlas, right? We've covered a little bit of his domestic abuse to his partner. a couple weeks ago. But you know, it finally is confirmed that he is done within AEW. They definitely did release him. You know, whenever there's something that's pretty big that's going on, they remove them from the roster page. That happened when that first article broke. This time they did get the confirmation that was going to be the case. However, even though Jake Atlas got the Is All Elite graphic, he was only being paid by appearance. So he didn't have a big full-time contract or anything. But I'm just going to say, well, Jake Atlas isn't going to make any appearances anytime soon. So I don't know, kind of see what happens with that going further. Some highlights from Raw.
Or is there such a thing?
True, very true. Elias is coming back to Raw next week. It's gonna be Ezekiel with one of them fake beards, probably, which is gonna be fucking hilarious.
I don't know, dude. I don't know how I feel about it.
Or they can bring Damian Sandow.
Yeah, that's the thing I seen. That's the thing I seen a while back. Was like, oh, we're gonna have Damian Sandow be Elias, and I'm like, no, Kevin Owens, oh, it's not fucking Elias. It's Damian Sandow, dude.
Well, he can't. He's done wrestling. He retired.
Yeah.
At the Always Ready show as well. It was his last match. But I don't know. I think it would be pretty funny if it was Sandow. I think it would have been pretty fucking funny.
Oh, yeah, I mean, that'd be funny. It'd get a good pop, but, I mean, for storyline wise, this is just fucking stupid. But, I mean, also, the Ezekiel thing is fucking stupid, but I just miss the actual Elias.
Yeah. Qualifying matches for Money in the Bank. Seth qualified. He beat AJ Styles. Was a really a good match, but fuck.
Shouldn't you want AJ and Seth in Money in the Bank? But
it's very true. And which I thought was really fucking stupid. They did a tag match, and the two women that win the match get put into the Money in the Bank ladder match. So Liv and Alexa beat, I think it was Doudrop and Nikki ASH, right? I think. Okay. So Liv, Alexa,
so now
Lacey Evans are on the women's side so far.
So now they're trying to tank Alexa with Liv. Cool. Okay.
Yeah, that's exactly what they're doing. Which is weird. You know, we make the point you would want AJ in the ladder match, which they probably still could do. What they're probably looking to do is, right, the losers will have the last chance match.
Yeah.
Get in. Maybe that's how AJ gets in.
So you have, I just had a thought, you have these nicknames, like you got, AJ Styles, the phenomenal AJ Styles, and I had another one in my head. Oh, you have the Messiah, Seth Rollins, whatever, what's he going by now?
Frank.
It's not the Messiah.
Frank.
Architect is good.
Franklin.
No, I'm not talking about Frank. No, when you get these one word, I had one in my head and it just fucking left. I don't know what it was. But, I mean, you have there's the easy one for Liv, it's just called the Anchor. You're just fucking pulling everybody fucking down. The whole fucking roster. Everyone.
Joey's not here to defend that.
Fuck him.
Some news.
That's how I for now will refer to her as the Anchor, Liv Morgan.
Okay. Well, I mean, last week on SmackDown, they had their qualifying match, Drew versus Sheamus, that ended a double count out. And now you don't know what the fuck they want to do with that, which is hilarious. But both of those guys, I think, could easily be in the ladder match.
Yeah.
It's like, well, what the fuck? Roman news. Well, reason WWE decided to unify the belts.
He'll be at Forbidden Door.
Was to have Roman appear on Raw more often.
Which he hasn't.
Way to fucking go, you bunch of dumb bitches. Because then why would you give him a lighter schedule? Apparently Roman is supposed to only appear on Raw one fucking time on throughout the summer. One time. Also, you probably could have fucking had the match that's happening tonight, Riddle, who's a Raw superstar, face Roman on Raw, but no, you're doing it on SmackDown. Yeah. Hashtag WWE logic there.
It's rough.
Fucking stupid.
Dude, they really are just fucking up professional. It's like they know they're like spiraling down, and they're just trying to fucking take professional wrestling with them, dude. It's like, if we're fucking going down, everybody's going down with us.
It's like at Titanic. They see the iceberg, and they drive fast into it.
Fucking floor it.
Yeah, floor it. Fuck it, let's do it. A little bit of Sasha news. Sasha had LASIK eye surgery. She took a picture with the doctors and the nurses that were helping her. She had stripped all the color out of her hair, so she's back to her natural brown hair. The last time she was very unhappy with WWE, she did that too. She went to Japan and did some training in Japan before coming back. Feels like it's very similar, the same pattern that would happen. However, there's been a lot of speculation of her being released, but there has been no confirmation of that whatsoever. Raj Giri from Wrestling Inc. was the first one to break that. I think that was like late Wednesday night. But no one was able to confirm or deny it. I think she's still on the roster page for WWE.com. But apparently, I think Zarian from Batman Podcast was saying that her lawyers were going to try and get her released or get her out of her contract. I don't know how much of that is true, but it's an interesting hot take. Poor Raj, like he was saying, he tweeted again afterwards after he broke that. He's like, so many people, all those WWE stans, were messaging him and threatening him about how dare he say he would say such things about Sasha leaving WWE. And I was just like, Jesus Christ, it's not that big of a fucking deal.
Dude, people are so fucking weird on the internet. I don't get it. She confirmed she is still on the WWE Superstar page as of right now.
Yeah. So, I don't know. We'll see. There's a lot of, still questions there. It's very...
There's also a lot... I've also seen a lot of Sasha bashing posts of people like bashing Sasha for a variety of things. It's like,
I mean, the IWC fucking bashes for like you changing your hair to like yellow to pink or something.
Yeah.
I mean, they're fucking
Especially Garrett.
fickle.
It was Daniel Bryan. He was doing that, wasn't he?
Yeah.
When he was, I think it was on his last title reign.
Yeah.
Fickle.
As the planet's champion.
Yes.
All of you pieces of shit. All you fucking marks.
Yeah.
Are fickle. I mean, for Sasha's case, this kind of almost works in her favor a little bit with everything else that's going on in the WWE.
Yeah, true.
So the board of directors have been investigating since April.
Crazy, we're just now hearing about it.
I know. They've been investigating. There was a Wall Street Journal article that broke this week of a sexual affair investigation for hush money with the former paralegal involving Vince McMahon and John Laurinaitis. Which is funny because, Vince hates tag teams, so I have no idea why he's tag teaming right now.
How long have you been sitting on that fucking joke?
It's yesterday.
Oh my gosh.
So, yeah, this former employee...
You can fucking clip that.
Former employee, hush money was paid to the individual in a $3 million settlement. There was a salary bump for $100,000 to $200,000, which is
A
significant.
lot of fucking money.
A lot of fucking money. And this article was saying, that this person was fucking terrified, obviously every right to be, but it felt like when Vince was done, and I quote, was handed off like a toy to John Laurinaitis. So,
Okay, first off, John Laurinaitis, you're a creep. First off.
That's fucking creepy.
First off, you're a creep. Second. Oof. So this was somebody behind the scenes, like you said, a paralegal. Like, so this is somebody on their legal. Is somebody on their legal team?
Yeah, probably. Yeah, potentially. Yeah, that's what I was saying. There was a paralegal. Was this person? It wasn't, somebody on the roster.
I feel like that'd be the number one person to not fuck with, because then they know like the law and shit. But then I guess they got paid off, so they're not gonna say shit. So.
Well, I mean, it's also to feel like, okay.
Also, hey, just don't do that.
It's true.
In the first place, just don't fucking do that.
I mean, yeah. Here, think of it like this too. Like Vince McMahon is a billionaire. He's a man of power and money. I mean, he would be fucking terrified.
Yeah.
What he may have said, or besides of what he'd done, but would have said to her.
Yeah, look at him single-handedly ruining a billion-dollar company.
Yes. So yeah, they are looking. They see all the transactions. So the $3 million settlement came out of Vince's own personal funds and money. So it wasn't like they can tie it to any of the business funds, or like any of the releases that they did.
Yeah, which looks super sketch.
Moving all of that money to this individual, but the $3 million settlement was personal money. However, the pay raise
was company
is
money.
Company funds.
So so this person got a $100,000 pay raise on top of $3 million.
Yes. Yes.
Red flag.
Big time.
Hey, welcome back, Stephanie. Welcome back, Stephanie. She was gone a month, if even that.
I mean, yeah. It's I mean, here's the thing, like there's so much speculation. It'd be like, what if she knew and found out, and that's the reason why she left. And with the news that came out today of Vince stepping down as chairman and CEO, though he's still working all of creative, like that fucking makes sense. Like get rid of all of it.
Yeah, leave. Hey, take a break. Take a break.
All the power needs to go.
Yeah. Bro, what is gonna happen if all of a sudden shit starts making sense in WWE over the next couple, like however long Vince is gone, like what CEO, whatever she does. Like I said, he's still in head of creative, so probably not much will change on TV. But what if happens if like something happens, he does have to give up creative, and then shit starts to get better? If he tries to come back, there will be riots in the street.
I mean, yeah. 100%.
Because if he does leave, and it does, the product does get better, then that just proves what everyone from the the internet wrestling community has been saying for years. It's because they say this is Vince, it's all Vince. Decades. True, this is Vince, it's all him, it's whatever. And because you have your WWE stands that are out there, they're like, oh, that's not Vince. There's so many. I wasn't pointing any fingers, AJ, but you have so many WWE stands out here. They're like, oh, it's not Vince. There's so many other things that go into whatever. It's like, oh, dude, what if? Fuck it, we're talking some Marvel what if shit. What if Vince fucking leaves and this shit gets better? It's gonna be fucking crazy.
Well, it's like,
but also good. No, you're not wrong.
But Vince giving up creative control, I feel like all that would need to. I would hope it would go to Triple H. At this point.
Okay, if creative does go from Vince to Triple H, then fucking buckle up, because we're finally maybe going to start to get, because we see what he did with and people would say, like, you're going to, people, whatever, you're going to be like, oh, you're just saying just because Vince doesn't happen, you're Triple H player. Like, no, Triple H fucking did it. Like, that black and gold NXT shit at one point was the best thing in professional wrestling. Like, it was better than anything. Like, that old school Johnny Gargano shit. That was some of the best stuff in professional wrestling. So yeah, if Triple H took over, I'm gonna be fucking psyched.
That'd be fucking dope.
AJ doesn't care because he's still not gonna watch.
I mean, less frequently, maybe. I don't know. I mean, I've already been cutting off NXT 2.0, so, like, I barely watch SmackDown as it is anyway, so, like, fuck. Again, for the program to get better, there needs to be a drastic change. I feel like, just company-wise, we don't know what's going to happen.
Yeah.
And there's still more. Like, fucking, now there's this subclause here that, you know, Kevin Dunn is under investigation as well of insider trading. So prior to the Wall Street Journal post going up, suspicious amount of stocks were sold and offboarded, over $1 million of stocks.
What a moron.
15,000 in shares were moved.
Yeah, I looked at their stock price just a minute ago. Not good.
Yeah, I mean,
not good.
Fuck. I mean, after everything happens, and we'll see what happens, that fucking you just right before we're gonna see the turn around the cloud, that's when you start buying WWE stock because it goes to go back up.
That's true.
However, you know, in all seriousness, it's like
if they said okay, Vince has let go of control, Triple H is it, I'm fucking cashing in right now. Fucking give me all of the stocks right now. To the fucking moon.
This case is probably the biggest thing since the steroid trials for Vince. Vince managed to squeeze on by that time around.
Yeah, I don't know if he's going to do it this time.
I don't know.
Vince is a billionaire, like I said earlier. A man of power. He probably is somehow going to survive this. He's probably going to get fined, of course. John Laurinaitis is probably going to take the fucking fall.
That's a good point, yeah.
He's going to be the scapegoat. He's the one that's going to get fired. You know, a lot of people are definitely going to be happy. The women superstars are going to be thrilled. When he came back, everybody hated it. You know, someone went, anonymously said, was like, if I had to work with John Laurinaitis, I would rather have my shit in a trash bag and sent to me and me be fired, and they're both terrible things that could happen.
That did happen to somebody.
Yes. People hate John Laurinaitis. He's the easy scapegoat for this, at the end of this, for him to be fired. Vince gets fucking slapped on the wrist with, let's say, a $5 million, $10 million fine. He goes back to normal fucking business, and fucking Kevin Dunn might go to prison for fucking insider trader. That's as simple as it is. Like, insider trading is a serious federal offense.
Oh yeah.
If he gets caught,
that's not
prison.
That's not an internet wrestling community or a cancel culture or anything like that. No. That's none of that shit. Like Vince could have to face some cancel culture stuff. Again, who fucking matters? It's Vince McMahon. It's, you know, whatever. But it's like, no, the insider trading shit, like that's some fucking government shit where he's like, that's prison shit right there.
If Vince could get past the steroid trials, if Vince could fucking make a body disappear, Vince could probably fucking survive this too.
It's true.
Simple as that. You can clip that. Randy Orton. I think this might be the last WWE news that I have. Randy Orton has been, since the unification match with the Usos, has been suffering with a back injury. He's taking the liberties to try and make himself a little bit better. Maybe, I don't know if it's like compressions with the discs or something, but he's tried to alleviate the pain as best as possible. However, it's been progressively getting worse. And WWE fears that he potentially would need to have back surgery, and if that's the case, he's done for the rest of the year, and we won't see him until next year. Which is kind of a big hit because, again...
They ain't fucking got nobody.
They ain't got nobody. They had plans for him for SummerSlam, potentially against Roman. Now that's probably... They removed all that. now WWE's down 2 of their top Raw stars, Randy Orton and Cody. Like, I feel like this might have been just a fucking perfect time for WWE to spiral for a little bit. I'm telling you, fucking Nick Khan must have been a fucking secret federal agent to take down the McMahons in 2 years.
I'm telling you, dude.
He probably told Cody, he's like, "Hey, add a little extra weight and tear your
Yeah. Hey man, you probably want to get out of here for a few months, you know?
Yeah.
Shit's about to hit the fan, man. Just go ahead and take it.
Yeah. So yeah, I don't know. Like, Randy being out, it sucks. Whatever. I mean, Randy's been there fucking forever though. So.
Hey, get well soon, Viper. Get well soon.
Yeah. We'll see. We'll see what Riddle does, right? I mean.
I do have one more WWE thing. Good news. Speaking of the get well soon Randy thing, brought it up. You didn't mention Big E out of the neck brace.
That's true too.
Big E is out of his neck brace. There was I haven't looked into it more, but I just know that he posted a very small video on social media of him throwing the neck brace in the trash can. So, good job, Big E. Hopefully we see you soon. Not too soon, don't like rush back.
Like rush back.
Yeah. Make sure you're fully healthy.
Yeah, make sure turns to be able to turn his neck.
Unless you don't Kurt Angle it, dude. But unless you come back to like some commentary or shit, that'd be dope.
Yeah, I mean, it'd be nice for him to be out there when like the New Day's out there.
Yeah,
and be like the manager of the side,
or like the whole thing where him and Pat did the foot massage thing on SmackDown, and shit like that. Yeah.
I don't know. We'll see. There hasn't been any other updates besides that. Too, so it's like, well, the next brace coming off is great, but when is your next, doctor's appointment?
Yeah.
Right? That's when we have to figure out what the next steps are in the timetable for him. AEW Dynamite Road Rager, another special event show, headlined by the ladder match between the Bucks and Jurassic Express. Hair versus hair match, Jericho versus Ortiz. What else was on that shit?
Some other random ass shit of random people. Jericho, Sammy, I guess rejoining.
That's right.
JAS.
He's rejoined Jericho. The JAS faction has gained more people. Sammy and Ty. Obviously, now they're both fully on the heel side now. As they were saying, well, we're not heels. Yeah, fuck you. You're doing heel shit. You're fucking heel. I've watched wrestling long enough to know what
yes,
heel is.
Stop fucking lying to me.
He dressed up as Fuego del Sol and attacked Ortiz to give Jericho the win. This is the second time involving in Sammy rejoining Jericho. Dressed as somebody. The first time he did it was he dressed up as Serpentico. That was from his suspension about the things he said about Sasha Banks a long time ago. This time around, because he can't do shit about the TNT title, he decided to go back and join Jericho and the other fucktards that are part of the group. But later in the program, when face to face, Moxley and Tanahashi were doing their thing, Jericho came out.
That's what it was.
We're all like, what the fuck are you doing out there?
Yeah.
And he's like, well, I beat fucking Tanahashi in the Tokyo Dome. I should have the opportunity to be AEW World Champion again, not you. And then Suzuki-gun, who was hired, fucking Lance Archer and El Desperado come out and fucking beat the shit out of both of them, which is fucking just insane. But again, it was to set up their match for Forbidden Door, which, in my opinion, I feel like is ass. But that's just me. Which is Shooter, Umino, Wheeler Yuta, and Eddie Kingston will face Jericho, Sammy Guevara, and Minoru Suzuki. I just like looking at the two teams.
This makes no sense.
It makes no sense, and it's like one side is completely stacked. And then you got Wheeler Yuta, a young lion, and fat ass Eddie Kingston. It's like,
you said it, not me.
Like, what the fuck? It makes no fucking sense. I mean, I know it's, for them to continue to setting up Blood and Guts because Forbidden Door is the Sunday and the Blood and Guts is in Detroit that Wednesday. So it's, again, they needed to keep tying these things in together, but it's like, well, what the fuck? This doesn't make any fucking sense.
Yeah.
But whatever. It does make sense. Going back one real quick for Lance Archer, though, was announced for the G1 in New Japan, and when they announced all the participants and his face came up, got a huge pop from the crowd. So good on you, Lance Archer. I know you haven't been doing much in AEW, but apparently the Japanese crowd still loves you because he got a huge fucking pop. So good on him. And he was the only AEW star to be going into the G1 too. So I thought that was really cool.
Nice.
Miro is moving on to the Fatal 4-Way for Forbidden Door. He beat Ethan Page for the opportunity, again, for Forbidden Door for the All-Atlantic Championship.
Wait, who is Malachi Black facing next week?
Penta.
And it's already been confirmed that Penta can't be at Forbidden Door, right?
Yes, so it's an easy Malachi win.
Okay.
Yeah. So, I mean,
and we still don't know who the bottom bracket part is, right, from the New Japan side.
They don't. Well, they announced 2 matches, and the 2 winners, or the winners of those 2 matches, will face each other, and the winner of that match will go to Forbidden Door. I think that's happening this weekend. I don't remember all the participants. One of them was Tomohiro Ishii, so I'm pretty sure Ishii is gonna be that one person that's gonna move on. So. And be in the match, because why the fuck not? It's Ishii. But it's funny, because when Miro first debuted for AEW, back when he was the best man gimmick, after his debut he was on Twitch, and I think he said that he didn't want to wrestle Pac at any time in AEW, because back in WWE, I think he hit the red arrow on him and tore his bicep off or something like that during a match. Something happened, but during a match he said he tore my bicep or my pec once, and then I was like, I never want to wrestle with him again. So I thought it was a little funny. I was like, gee, well, fuck. You're gonna fight back, so.
Oh yeah. Oof. Poor guy. I'm trying to see if we can find out who it is. The qualified match will see. Here we go. Tomoaki Hanma take on New Japan Strong regular Clark Connors and Suzuki Goons Yoshinobu Kanemaru Battle Ishii. So those are the 4 people.
Yeah, so I mean, it probably will be Ishii versus Clark Connors, and then I feel like it doesn't matter. I feel like Ishii is the one. He's a New Japan staple, one of the Mount Rushmore guys. So why not put him in that match? Plus, he's the Stone Pitbull, so he's gonna be eating some kicks.
Oh
hard.
Yeah.
And he's gonna Miro and him clashing. Damn, that's gonna be brick wall versus brick wall.
Plus, you got Malachi Black throwing kicks in there.
Yeah,
that's gonna be a good match. That's gonna be fun.
Ospreay versus Dax Harwood. Fucking dude, that match was
banger.
Thick.
I went back and watched it the next day at work. Fucking banger, dude. Fucking real good shit.
So good. Ospreay won. He hit the hidden blade, took out Dax. After the match, all of United Empire came out. FTR came out, or Cash came out, I should say. Roppongi Vice came out. They were still down. United Empire was beating the living shit out of all of them, and then Orange Cassidy returned.
Freshly squeezed from his injury.
Came back, stared down Ospreay. I thought they were going to set up Chaos and FTR versus all of United Empire.
They said, nope, it is just Ospreay versus Orange Cassidy for the IWGP United States Championship at Forbidden Door.
Did they say it's for the U.S. Championship?
Yeah, that's what the little graphic thing on
really?
on Dynamite said.
Nice.
Said it was for the U.S. Championship. That's the reason I was wondering if Juice could get involved, is because it is for the title.
I mean, if he's healthy enough, if he can. I mean, I don't know. Again, we don't know the severity.
Yeah, the thing I looked up said 2 to 4 weeks. You're back to pretty much normal 2 to 4 weeks.
I mean, he would have had to have the surgery before Dominion. I don't know if that's enough time.
Yeah.
I don't even know if they would allow him to travel, to be honest, because of that.
Well, he's in the States, isn't he?
I don't know.
I think I could be, because he said he wasn't going to Osaka in his little video he released.
Right.
He said he wasn't going. I assumed he was in the States, but I could be wrong.
Maybe, I don't know. So yeah, I thought that was pretty interesting.
Yeah, because it's officially announced. Interim AEW World Championship, Moxley versus Tanahashi. IWGP World Heavyweight Championship, Jay White versus to be announced. IWGP United States Championship, Will Ospreay versus Orange Cassidy, and then I think you're about to say it, Thunder Rosa and Tony Storm.
Yeah, I was just about to say Thunder Rosa, Tony Storm.
That's just
Tony beat Britt. Thunder was like, "Let's do it." I wasn't expecting an AEW Women's Championship on Forbidden Door, but this match, look.
Fucking put it on Tony now.
Dustin, you're all sad now.
I don't give a fuck. Fuck Dustin, okay? Put it on Tony now.
He's like, Thunder. No, why? that will be probably a banger of a match too. I think that's gonna be pretty exciting to watch as well. Let's see. Yeah. So Hangman, he was calling out Jay. He's like, he still wants the title opportunity for the IWGP World Championship.
No.
Cole was like, hell no. Nah.
You don't fucking deserve it.
And Jay White jumped him, hit the Blade Runner, dropped his ass. Was like, you're not getting the chance. Cole isn't getting the chance either, and he looked dumbfounded as fuck. Cole also said Okada wasn't going to be at Forbidden Door.
Hold on. Shit, my thista. Here we go.
You dumb cowboy bitch!
He ain't getting it. He ain't fucking getting it. Also, update on Joey. His wife messaged me back. I said, yeah. I asked her if she was at home. She said, no, Joey. I said, yeah. I was trying to get a hold of him. He's not answering. She said, old ass might be asleep. Is literally her message back.
That's hilarious. Cole, like I said, Cole mentioned Okada not being there.
Yes.
However, it's a huge show. Why wouldn't Okada be there? They're in Milwaukee next week. I feel like that's when Okada might show up to set up for Forbidden Door. I still think it could potentially be a 4-way for the IWGP World Heavyweight Championship. I really do, because if they do, right now you're setting up potentially Jay White versus Hangman, which you could do.
No.
Or Jay White versus Adam Cole.
Yes.
Because of the back and forth, it seems like they were going to do... A lot of people are like, oh, it's going to be Jay White versus Adam Cole versus Hangman Page. Why would you have 2 AEW stars versus 1 New Japan star? So, why don't you throw Okada in it and make it a 4-way? Like... Logic, people, fucking.
If someone not named Jay White or Adam Cole walk out of that match for that title, I'm gonna lose my fucking mind. If Hangman walks out of that match with that title, I will jump off of my house.
Just make sure you videotape it.
I will. I fucking will.
You gotta have like 4 different angles.
Show.
Yeah. And I'm gonna say that this is because of that dumb cowboy bitch.
So who are you gonna pick, Blake, on that? Torn?
Okay. So I had a thought. Watching all this stuff, I had a revelation. I think I have to adjust my top 5.
Oh.
But the way I look at it, as I don't have a 2, it just goes
1A, 1B.
5, 4, 3, 1B, 1A. And I have to say Jay White took over 1A. being able to watch him more now and actually seeking out stuff to watch him more now. I fucking love Adam Cole. I feel like Adam Cole's been doing some kind of goofy shit lately, which I don't really like. I love when Adam Cole is serious fucking Adam Cole. That's when Adam Cole is at his top-notch best, is when he is serious fucking Adam Cole. You got a little bit of that this week again, but not much of it. But, like, I hate the fucking whenever Jay White's like, oh, yeah, it's not going to be against you either, Adam. And fucking the dumbass look that Cole had on his face. Like, I know you're trying to sell it, whatever, but I still fucking love Adam Cole. I still will never pick against Adam Cole. Except if Jay White's in the match, and I might have to pick against Adam Cole. I also might just abstain from that match and just pick against Hangman. Is that a possibility that I can just pick against Hangman?
No. Also, you're seeing Jay White more often. You're welcome.
That's true. Yeah. So.
And of course, on Dynamite, the main event ladder match was supposed to be a trios ladder match because that's the only that's the only time Jurassic Express can defend the tag team championships.
And the
3 ways.
That's the only time they can win the championships apparently too, because the first time that they don't, they fucking lose them.
Exactly. This time, the Bucks are now a 2-time AEW World Tag Team Champions. Obviously, you want to have the Bucks as champions going into Forbidden Door, which could set up any fucking thing, which I hope it does. So we'll see what happens there. I say, why not say fuck it and have Jeff Cobb, Great O'Khan defend the IWGP World Tag Team Champions versus the Young Bucks, who will also defend the AEW World Tag Team Championships
versus FTR,
who also will defend the Ring of Honor Tag Team Championship, and let's see what fucking happens.
I'm actually fucking down for that. That sounds fucking lit.
Granted, the Young Bucks were only junior tag team champions while they were in Japan and part of Bullet Club. They were never the heavyweight tag team champions. So maybe this time they'll be like, maybe we want to move up in ranks.
I had a train of thought. I had something else to say, and I don't remember what it was. Oh, I remember what it was. That ladder match. That's the first time in I don't know about how long. I don't know. It's been the first time in a minute. Because I watched that match at work on like a little Surface tablet thing on my lunch break. I just watched it. And I don't know if I've cringed that much in a match where like somebody's going to fucking die in this match. Like, I don't know why, but I felt like somebody was going to fucking die. It was fucking weird.
And it'd be like, fingers crossed, it's that dumb dino bitch.
No, I fucking like Luchasaurus, okay?
Also...
He did take the biggest spot of the match, though.
In that match, they broke more tables than probably WWE has done all year, by the way.
Yeah. Hey, fucking ladder match, right?
Yeah. So again, yep, Bucks.
I do like
champions again.
We did technically get a little TLC. We obviously got the ladders, we got the tables, and then at the end, Christian brought the chairs.
But it wasn't part of the match.
I mean, it's part of the spectacle.
Yeah, I guess
you could say.
But finally, we get the turn after the match. Christian attacks Jungle Boy, while his mom and sister in front row, of course, tells them that his son's a piece of shit, and gives him the concerto. He hits the kill switch first, and takes 2 chairs, gives him the concerto. And that's how Dynamite ends. You know, a lot of people I've heard and say, they're like, "Oh, finally we got the turn." A lot of people are like, did it feel stale? It's because, motherfucker, we've been expecting it for probably months now.
Yeah.
And
which you should. That's how it should work. You should expect it, because if you expect it, then that means they've done their job right of the storytelling of you seeing Christian start to get frustrated. Hey, I don't know if fucking, like, you see the doubt that Christian has where he's like, okay, I don't know if fucking Jurassic Express is it. Like, I try to push them up. I've lifted them, and now they're not going anywhere. Really, it's like that's how you should see Christian act over the few weeks. It shouldn't be. Not everything should be a out of nowhere surprise turn.
Right.
Like Seth Rollins on the Shield. Not everything should be like that. You should have your slow burn. You see Christian get fucking pissed, frustrated, whatever. and then do something like he did, where okay, you guys are fucking whatever. I'm gonna make the match that I'm not gonna be in, ladder match, whatever. It's good storytelling overall. Now you're gonna have a banger fucking feud with Christian and Jungle Boy going forward.
Right, and that's the thing. It's like you have to build to a purpose.
So yeah, so did it feel stale at all? No, you fucking morons. This is how it should have worked. This is how.
I feel like this potentially not only does it set the feud up, of course, but maybe Jungle Boy will get the singles run that we all think he could potentially have to be, a top star. But yeah, I mean, pretty interesting. Impact, I watched like 5 minutes of it and I was like, this is ass. It's still ass. However, this Sunday is Slammiversary. I plan on tuning in because always something happens at Slammiversary. There's going to be a return or a surprise. One match that I was really interested in was the Honor No More versus the TNA Originals. And the way I thought they were planning it, now it doesn't turn out to be the way I thought it was, and now I'm kind of upset. So they had kind of been building it for weeks on like who's been joining. So they had the Motor City Machine Guns was one, Kazarian was the other, and then they had 2 spots left open. I said it should be America's Most Wanted. Fucking James Storm and Chris Harris should be the tag team. No, they announced it yesterday. They're like, Nick Aldis is coming back to Impact, and he's going to be in the Honor No More match. I was like, fuck you guys. I was like, you fucking take everything away.
So is he Nick Aldis or is he Magnus?
Nick Aldis. He's going to be Nick Aldis. He's going to use his name. He's like, I'm not using that shit-ass name
Probably.
given me.
Probably. Wouldn't surprise me.
So I was like, I was pissed. I was like, you fucking bitches. But, I mean, James Storm could still come back, but fuck as I know. But I can't even remember what else is on there. I think the Influence are defending the Knockout Tag titles against Rosemary and Taya Valkyrie, who Taya Valkyrie right now is a fucking belt collector. She's the Reina de Reinas champion. She just won the MLW's Women's Championship. Maybe she wins Knockout Tag titles.
Okay, you want the card?
Yeah.
Real quick.
Right.
We got 2 pre-show matches. Okay. First, the second one is, I believe it, indicates pre-show. Yep. Okay, so one is a reverse battle royal.
Fuck that.
The fuck is that? Do you throw people in the ring? And fresh arrest. Okay, that just says what a battle royale is. It tells me what a reverse battle royale is. Okay, it says participants to be announced. I don't know what the fuck that means. I guess you throw people in the ring. I don't know. Other pre-show match is Rich Swann. He is the Internet Digital Media Impact Digital Media Champion. Rich Swann versus Brian Myers. Then we get to the regular card. I'm just reading this in the order of if they have it listed. So number 3 is for the Impact World Championship, Josh Alexander versus EY Eric Young. Ultimate X for the Impact X Division Champion, Ace Austin. Too sweet. Kenny King, Mike Bailey, Trey Miguel, Jack Evans, and Alex Zane. Did they always have 6 people in those matches? I think it was 4. I don't know. And then Queen.
That was 5.
I don't know. Queen of the Mountain match for the Impact Knockouts World Championship. Mickie James is serving as special guest enforcer. We have Tasha Steelz, who is the champion, versus Chelsea Green, Deonna Purrazzo, Jordan Grace, and Mia Yim. Impact World Tag Team Championships, we have the Briscoes versus the Good Brothers. Then we have 10-man tag team match, the Impact Originals. Alex Shelley and Chris Sabin. Motor City Machine Guns, Frankie Kazarian, Nick Aldis, and To Be Announced. Versus Honor No More of Eddie Edwards, Matt Taven, Mike Bennett, PCO, and Vincent. His name's just Vincent. Like, fucking. Monsters Ball match of Sami Callihan versus Moose. And then, like you said, it is the Impact Knockouts Tag Team Championships, the Influence, Madison Rayne, and Tenille Dashwood versus Rosemary and Taya Valkyrie. That's what they have listed so far.
Well, I looked up the reverse
pretty sure
battle
that's
royal.
it. Go for it.
It just says the 16 wrestlers start on the outside of the ring. The first 8 to enter advance to an over-the-top battle royal, and the last 2 dudes fight out in a traditional wrestling match.
That's the dumbest fucking thing I've ever heard of. And I've heard of it.
That's
and I've heard.
Gimmick.
You said what?
So when I looked it up, it says the 10 worst gimmick matches in wrestling history, and that's one of them.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. That's one of the dumbest things I've ever heard of, and I've heard of a Punjabi prison match. Okay, which should also be on that list. If you want to go through that list real quick, what else is on that list?
So the 10, the first one is King of the Mountain match, World War III, Object on a Pole, 49ers match.
I don't know what that is.
Ripping off clothes, Doomsday cage match, Shark cage match, Fish Market street fight, Reverse Battle Royal at number 2, and number 1 is Kennel from Hell.
Oh, so Punjabi prison match isn't even on there.
Kennel from Hell. Yeah.
Punjabi prison match isn't even on there.
The fuck?
Bro, but Reverse Battle Royal was number 2 on that list. Oof.
That's hilarious.
Kennel from Hell, number 1.
So it's like, so 16 people start outside the ring, and you want to get in the ring. Then 8 people get in the ring, and you eliminate 6, and then it's a normal fucking match?
Yep.
What the That is the dumbest fucking thing I've ever heard of. Impact, what the fuck are we doing, dude? Like, they have such cool ideas. Like, I feel like the Ultimate X match is pretty cool.
Yes.
I feel like that's a unique thing that they do that's really cool, and then it's like...
I bet Dustin's pretty torn about the Queen of the Mountain match. He's got to pick between Mia Yim and Jordynne Grace.
5... Okay, so I was trying to see what that is, too. 5 competitors in the match start out as ineligible to win. And... What? In order to become eligible, a wrestler must score a pinfall or submission on an opponent. So it's a multiple, like, 2 out of 3 falls match. The opponent who submits or is pinned is forced to spend 2 minutes in a penalty box. What the fuck are we doing?
You can thank Jeff Jarrett for that.
That
was the match he made, and then kept fucking winning it, and that's why he was always called King of the Mountain. He liked to use his stroke a lot. You can tell.
More than one, which I think he just got hired. Did I see a thing that he got hired by WWE recently?
Yeah.
For something? More than one wrestler can be in the cage. This often results in wrestlers fighting inside the cage or forming some sort of alliance. Once eligible, the wrestler may win the match by retrieving the match's prize, parentheses, usually a championship belt. Hey, fucking title, pal. Not anymore. And hang it on, so you don't pull it off of a ladder match or like Ultimate X where you pull it off. You hang it. So you retrieve the match's prize and hang it on the hook suspended above the ring with the aid of ladders.
And you would think that the championship title would be ringside. They'd be like, nah, it's in the locker room in the garbage can. You gotta go get it.
An official maintains possession of the belt and circles in the ring, staying out of the action as much as possible. When a wrestler wishes to hang the belt, he, or she, in this case, must retrieve it from the official. Oh, an official maintains possession of the belt and circles the ring. So, dude, you got a fucking referee holding the belt just walking around the fucking ring. What the fuck is this? This is... Okay, I take it back.
Like musical chair.
Reverse Battle Royal side is dumb. This is fucking stupid. So the referee circles the ring, staying out of action as possible. When a wrestler wishes to hang the belt, he must retrieve from the official, she. Once the belt is in play, any other wrestler who's eligible may attempt to steal the belt and hang it. Once the belt has been dropped and no wrestlers attempt to hang it, the referee returns the belt to the official. Oh, so I guess Mickie James is going to be the official holding the belt, I guess, maybe in this?
Yeah.
Okay. These modified rules make King/Queen of the Mountain essentially a reverse ladder match as the competitors attempt to hang the belt instead of retrieving it. So they have a reverse ladder match, basically, with the fucking hockey penalty box. A reverse battle royal. Why don't they just have like a fucking reverse match where you want to get pinned? Just people laying beside each other. Oh, you're gonna fucking pin me. That's why you try to knock the person out and then lay them on top of you so that... That's the dumbest fucking thing I've ever heard. That company's a shit show right now. All right. Well, we got anything else?
No, not really.
Boys, we are a week and 2 days away from Forbidden Door. AJ, are you excited?
Oh, absolutely.
AJ will be in.
VIP.
AJ will be in the building, front row, right?
Yeah.
Backstage, yep, in gorilla position, booking the show. Okay. Yeah, AJ's excited. We're all excited. I'm sure we'll just fucking watch it while AJ's there. In person, we might try to do. I don't know. We'll talk about how we're gonna watch it if the rest of us that are less fortunate to go to live in Chicago and be able to go to get 2 major wrestling pay-per-views like 3 months apart. You know what I mean? Something like that, about 3 months apart. Yeah, actually a little less than 3 months, but closer to 2 months apart. But yeah, so we'll figure that out. See if we're gonna do anything special. We just hang out and watch it, or if we do some kind of live event, maybe AJ can call in while he's there. How's cell phone service inside the building?
We'll see.
We'll see.
I'm gonna be like, oh, it's great. I see these assholes trying to call me.
This service is fantastic. Ignore. But alright, that is it for us. We will be back next week. Ooh. Oh, I didn't even realize that. Next week, Forbidden Door picks.
It's true.
See how we get to go there. Dustin, I'm fucking taking the title back, you piece of shit. You fucking won it on a... You fucking... probably. You fucking won it on a bullshit technicality of your favorite fucking wrestler, Cody Rhodes, getting hurt. And I'm fucking tired of it, and I'm coming for the fucking title, dude. Fucking cutting a promo right now. You dumb cowboy bitch. We are out. We will see you guys next week for Forbidden Door picks and anything else. I don't even know what the fuck I'm going to put on a thumbnail for this one. We were kind of all over the place. Should I just put Vince McMahon on the thumbnail?
Yeah, you should do Vince McMahon with the Home Alone McCullough.
Just put him on one side and put Kevin Dunn on the other side, just in handcuffs. Yeah, I don't know how well that'll do. Fucking WWE comes after us now, and now we get less views than we even get now. Yeah, actually, we'll probably be. Hey, WWE should probably come after us. We might get some publicity out of that. Yeah. Okay, we're done. We'll be back next week. We'll see you guys. Yeah, we're fucking firing Dustin. Or they're gonna fire Dustin. We're firing Dustin. Everybody's firing Dustin. We're fucking out. You guys got anything else for me in?
No.
All right, we'll see you guys next week.